Alright. Since Cat is not here today, I will be solo commentating. Unfortunately, it is what it is, but you know, it happens. The other streamer no longer wants to be a part of this because this tournament turned into an absolute short show. I'm using the word short as a replacement for another S word because I do not want to get demonetized for some reason. It's not like I can get monetized anyway, but it's fine. I'm just gonna prepare in case I ever do get monetized. But this is the first match between JoJo and Scari in Group C. Did I say B before? I forgot. So this matchup, JoJo is definitely the more defensive player, and Scari likes to do his weird things. JoJo tried to do a little interesting box glitch maneuver where he takes Scari's so-called box glitch and try to take that onto Scari and get Scari in a tricky way, but that didn't work out for him this time around. Both players are playing well so far. They both prefer the kicking style instead of drawing lines, compared to some other players who prefer to do lots of lining. JoJo is definitely doing more drawing and patterns compared to Scari right now, but they do both kick a lot. They also both seem to be very defensive, which makes sense, you know, you don't want to lose early, but Scari unfortunately slides into a bomb and unfortunately loses the first game, but that's fine because he still has more chances to go. So yeah, as I was saying, there are no other commentators present. One guy bailed because he thought this tournament, the way that the groups were handled, was horrible and didn't want to see it anymore. The other is unfortunately having a dinner right now and with family, so they are currently not present and unable to do commentating, but you know what, that's fine. I know solo commentating, I've done that plenty of times before in the past. JoJo almost kicking the bomb downwards, blocking off the boot, but manages to save his urges. Unfortunately does destroy that bomb item that he just walked across that he couldn't pick up, because that bomb was not there for him due to the way that items work. Item grabbing, item spawning works inside boxes after it explodes. If you do the box glitch thing, the box that gets glitched does not spawn an item, but only for the person that caused the glitch to happen, and not for... only for the person that the item... The only person that the item doesn't spawn for is the person that had the bomb actually be the bomb that made the item spawn in the first place. For all the other players it does spawn. Scari doing some interesting strategies, and JoJo sliding into precarious locations, backing off a little bit, doesn't want to commit too far, drawing lines backwards constantly, kicking around, just staying, generally speaking, very defensive, refusing to die. But Scari also putting on a good show, putting on some good pressure, and also staying safe in the places where it's really safe. Both players surprisingly, ooh, JoJo caught himself stuck there in the middle of some bombs. Both players are being surprisingly aggressive. They were a little bit more defensive in the third round, but also putting on lots of pressure, and they're still being somewhat defensive. Even still, but they are putting on a bit more pressure, perhaps getting a bit more confidence in their skills, warming up to their opponent, seeing what their opponent's strategy is for winning, seeing what their choice of strategy is for trying to get the win, whether it's survival or just really good pinning plays. JoJo destroying a lot of items right now, that is really unfortunate for him. Not a very optimal farm, but in the end I think he still manages to get all his items, so it doesn't matter. JoJo is good at farm, so it's fine. Scari, however, lacking a little bit. JoJo not going in for any sort of punishing play. Scari still missing a bit of items, sliding for them. Let's hope he doesn't get too what do you call it? Too greedy to try to get the items. I think he does have close to full items now, if not full items already. Lots of triangles going on, especially from JoJo, but also Scari putting in a couple every now and then as well. Just to see if they can get any easy kills whatsoever. Scari just barely making it out of that one. Good defense, good dodging, making sure to stay safe. Surprisingly aggressive right now, Scari is. JoJo just kind of running around, trying to stay safe. Dodging around, taking all sorts of roundabout ways instead of going in real close. Not personal enough. And Scari gets bombed in the face. JoJo putting filling in the triangle, Scari thinking he's safe, but then running towards JoJo, and JoJo putting down that final bomb in a triangle formation to cut off Scari from his path towards the upper side and get Scari as a result. That is a very common play. That is one of the most common ways that people get their kills in this game. There's lots of triangles and lots of luck, but also lots of just general good plays, like that one. There's all sorts of good plays that people can do. There are so many strategies. JoJo is staying a bit safe right there, wasn't sure how far the bomb flame was going to go, but decided to stay safe. And now JoJo is putting on some immense pressure. And by immense, I mean not that immense, but still. Scari probably wants some more items as well. That would be nice for him. Not sure what his items are right now. It would be nice to know what their items are, but unfortunately there is no option for that. There is a guy that did make a spectator mod, now Teenix. I'm not using it because it's a little bit weird. It controls weird, it doesn't seem to work half the time as well. It is cool to see that the developer David wanted to have some sort of spectators thing going on at some point, but never managed to actually make it happen. Both players staying relatively far away from each other right now, just kicking bombs. Scari should be placing more bombs on the more middle lanes if he wants to do the strategies that he's doing right now, which is lots of lining. JoJo is just generally staying away and staying safe. Refusing to take any bait. Scari perhaps could have done something interesting there, but maybe not seeing it. Oh, and Scari takes out JoJo. I did not quite see exactly what happened. It's 2-2, right? Okay. Making sure that my score is correct. I'm trying to commentate while paying attention. I thought I was correct, I just had to confirm. This is the final game between these two players. This has been going on for like 8.5 minutes now. This is probably going to be a 10-minute match for our first game of Group C. It's good to see that there are games that are going on long now and they are not super one-sided like some other groups. Like Group D, where I advanced 6-0. Merwin unfortunately got eliminated by Farmed Abdullah, who can't expect to be an alt account of someone called BJJ, who is also known as Daddy Smurf. Alt accounts are pretty common, wanting to stay a little bit more anonymous among the people. Not wanting to put too much pressure on keeping a good look on yourself as the main character. If you fail, you just say, "Oh, I don't know that alt, it's fine." And if you do well, you're like, "Oh yes, that alt was actually me, I played well, please give me compliments." JoJo doing some interesting bomb line manipulation. Unfortunately, didn't end up paying up for him. Someone is missing some bombs. Both players staying safe on the lines. Looking to create some triangles. Scari not going in for the bomb, staying safe. Did not get triangled or anything like that. Scari playing a dangerous game, surprisingly enough, and just barely dodging out of the way. Scari staying safe, JoJo putting on pressure. Scari does not want to be stuck in a close avenue, doing lots of triangles, but not any fake triangles. Fake triangles are good because you can decide to bail out of a triangle and then get them with a later triangle. So when your opponent tries to do some sort of action, you can perhaps get an easy kill. Easy, unexpected little move on your opponent to throw them off. Scari almost thinking about going in for the bomb kick, but realizing no, he is going to die if he does that. JoJo just staying away, refusing to die as he normally does. That is his specialty. Wearing a very fancy suit this time around as well. Gotta keep yourself fancy for the tournament, you know? You wanna look cool for the cameras. Scari almost could have pulled a little bad move on his part, but fortunately did not end up that way. Still staying safe, both players alive. Ooh, that was a close one for Scari. There are some moves that I can see right now that both players could be doing that could be a good counter for the other player, but neither one of them seems to be doing that, perhaps a little bit afraid in the moment. It's going to sudden death. Oh, that sudden death bomb could have been a really bad one for Scari. How is this gonna go? Scari is staying safe, doesn't want to be near the top though. Stay safe from the sudden death bombs, you never know when they hit. You do not want to get too eager, but also you want to put on some pressure to perhaps get them. Let's see if anyone can pull something together here. Sliding away, keeping safe. Oh, and JoJo slides into what I think was another sudden death bomb as well. Unfortunate. 12-minute thirst match. That was quite fun to watch. I enjoyed that one. Well played.